Okay, so this isn't a back slapping exercise with the team, but it is a serious conversation on 9 points which enabled them to convert 72% of the MPs they went out to last month. That's a serious figure. The agency industry level is around 30%, so something serious is happening here, and I just want to hear what they think has contributed towards this fantastic conversion rate. Okay, so I've pre-written their ideas up on the board so it saves time. So first of all, I went to Steve Rice, who is the who's got a pipeline of how many?
About 15 now.
15 houses for how much?
About 40,000 in there, but that I haven't really counted.
Okay,
There's
so
a lot
if
of
it's
exchanges.
the way that I look upon an associate model is whatever your pipeline is, it will throw a third of it out each month. So if it's 40,000, Steve should be earning, into 5 figures. So let's get Steve's views on what made him convert so many last month. First of all, he said demonstrate results. Can you expand on that?
Yeah, so we obviously, what we've been doing all year, I think it's been fantastic with open houses. So it's about the local knowledge, what we've sold, and how we've done it. So the open houses have been real key to it, getting them people booked in. Then all of a sudden the prices will accelerate past the asking price in a lot of the cases. So the vendors then are very happy, then they'll recommend us. So the recommendations out there is massive for us. If vendors are very happy, they're going to tell their friends, family, and the word gets round like that.
I think there's nothing more conclusive when you're on an evaluation than showing what your recent results were on a previous open house. If there's nothing else that would make an owner believe in you, it would be what you did on the previous property that you took on the market. So it's a really good point, Steve. Number 2 is confidence in your product. If you can just expand on that.
What we do, I believe what we do, marketing, sales particulars, 3D floor plans. And for me, this year has been pictures. If the pictures are really, really good, it reads volumes into what the vendors, they'll like it. People see it on Rightmove, look at the picture, see it's nice, and it's this sort of confidence thing. So my results this year have been more on how I presented my details to Rightmove, making sure that everything was correct, pictures were good, and the results have been absolutely fantastic this year.
Okay, so just to summarise that, Steve has a particular talent in the way that he presents properties. So if he can show results and have pride in what he presents to the open market, he's going to get more viewings, more offers, and if he gets more offers, he's going to get great open house and way over the asking price. Okay, thank you, Steve. Pre-qualified MPs, Rocky.
Yeah, so if you do get a call in and someone's wanting an evaluation, make sure you pre-qualify them. You don't want to be going out wasting your time. You don't want to be a busy fool going to a lot of needless valuations. So check what is their motive for selling, have they found somewhere to go, how soon do they want to move, etc. So you can then judge how long you're going to spend at the MP yourself.
Okay, so the time that Rocky takes qualifying the appointment that he's going out to will establish, if it's likely to come on the market or not, and how much effort he will put into the preparation of it. The second suggestion is preparation. That was from you, Bradley.
Yeah, so before going out to the valuation, just looking at what's sold in the area, looking at the condition of their property and square footages and different areas and different things and what's selling, just so that when I go out to the property I really know what I'm talking about with them. I'm not just going in blinded.
Okay, so I don't know how many times I've said this before, but I think the team also only say something they can back up with fact, and it helps with the authority that they have on the MP. So, it's a professional meeting that they have with the owner, instead of trying to buy a listing, keep it on the market, reduce it, and then sell it. That's how some estate agents function. Okay, Mike, you mentioned relationships.
When you meet a vendor, you're going to sell their properties, you've got to build a relationship with the vendor. They've got to trust you, they want to believe in you. So it's very important that you build a relationship. not only if it's just a one-off property or if it's multiple properties. They want to know that you can do the job, so just keep in contact with them, and yeah, just keep in touch with the vendor and building relationships.
Mike has converted 110% of the houses that he's been out to this month, so obviously some have come on the market from the previous month. So I think if you're going to be a champion of actually creating a lasting relationship with these clients, to be honest, the product is, backs up and underpins them using you, but the relationship, first of all, they work out whether they can work with you, and then you show them what you do in terms of the tools that you do to get the results. Okay, the second one is enthusiasm.
Obviously, when you go out there, you've got to be keen. You've got to want to do the job, and people can see through you. And if you're not keen and enthusiastic, they won't go with you. If you're keen and enthusiastic, you want to do the job, which we all are, hence we get good results. That's what people see.
I think what my view on what Mike has just said is that time in the industry, you've got some estate agents who are branch owners who've been doing the business for sort of 20, 30 years. I think enthusiasm eats experience for breakfast. If you can go out, that's your stage. When you meet that owner, that gives them the prerequisite on how you are going to be with buyers. So I think enthusiasm is a major factor. Jordan, a few technical things from you instead of actually on the MP. Jack? So the first one was follow-up.
Yeah, just back to basics really. A lot of people aren't ready to make a decision straight away with the MPs, or sometimes they look to move a bit further down the line. So it's good just to keep in touch with them, make sure that obviously you give them all their advice and any questions that they have. Just follow them up, just check that they're still there, because if you're not ready to make a decision now, maybe ready in a couple of months, so just check that everything's ready.
Funny thing that I saw the other day about Jordan, thought I'd catch him out and asked him, okay, so how are all the MPs that you've been to? How are you getting on with them? Have you chased them up? And Jordan got out a spreadsheet, and basically he's got dates on when he's chased his previous MPs. So he keeps in touch with the clients he's been out to, even if they've gone on the market with somebody else. Jordan is still fresh in his approach to say, right, I'm still going to call them, and I'm still going to see how they're getting on, and keep that relationship rolling, even though they haven't chosen me the first time. I think Rightmove had a statistic that 60% of properties which first go on the market change agents before they sell. So it's obviously something that Jordan really believes in. Number 8 is chase reductions.
Yeah, so something similar to the follow-ups as well. Some people, you might not even go out to the MP, but even chasing stuff, those people that are reducing is somebody who's keen to buy and sell. So making sure that you see, even if someone's another agent, just checking that they're providing a service, or just following them up as well, to make sure that if they're sort of reducing, it means that they want to move. Their agent's not providing them what they want, they can move it up to, with the effort, get you through.
Good point, and well made. And what we did the other day was a session on low-hanging fruit, and the lowest of the hanging fruit is price reductions. Obviously the owners are doing what they can to help their agent sell their property, and to be honest, our view on it is not to reduce, it's to relaunch. Otherwise, looking through the world in the eyes of a buyer, if you reduce a property, it means that nobody else has wanted it. My suggestion is number 9, and I think it's a fundamental change that's happened at the Coventry branch, where we changed the sort of responsibilities of the associates, and basically they have confidence in doing everything for that client, not like usual estate agents where you have a lister and then the salesperson comes out and does the viewings. The first thing they do when they get the offer is calling up the owner and asking them how much they're prepared to come down to, because they're on the buyer's side. These guys actually go out, book the viewing, book the valuation in themselves, does the appointments, does the viewings, does the negotiations with the best interests of the owner in mind. And I think fundamentally that whole psychology is really starting to follow through into this 72% conversion rate, which is absolutely cracking. Okay, so that's the end of this session, and I'll see you soon.